Hi, it's Dave, the Eco-Local guy. We're here at the Wild Center in Tupper Lake, New York, and we're attending the Build Greener Expo. Here is the Wild Center, and in a moment, we'll take a look inside.
Jesus.
I'm Raina Caldwell. I'm coordinating a green building conference and expo here at the Wild Center. We really would like to support green building because it matters to the environment. Green building makes more comfortable homes and healthier homes. Energy efficient homes are also more fun to own over time if you don't have to pay high energy bills. And we think everybody wins with green building. So we have wonderful presenters here presenting on all different aspects of building. We have wonderful exhibits that show energy efficient techniques for homes. So we're pleased that everyone came, and we hope that everybody understands green building and that it becomes the standard, not the exception.
And Raina, this building here too is an example of green construction, right?
It absolutely is. And the other interesting thing is we're continuing to ratchet. We keep on making energy efficiency improvements, even though it's a new building. We just installed a new lighting system that will gain us more money over time, but also more comfort. Better lighting, better controls. Lutron has an amazing system. And what's interesting is how many innovations there are every year. You have to keep up because things get better and better.
So this is a great place to come in general if you're looking for an example of what green building is, what it can be, and how it functions. Right?
And that's true. And also this building has a wonderful way of incorporating nature. You feel like you're in nature even when you're inside. There are natural elements and beautiful lighting.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you are Earthwood, Rob Roy? Great.
Rob Roy, Director of Earthwood Building School. At Earthwood we teach cordwood masonry construction, which is making walls of sort logs laid transversely in the wall. There's an example of cordwood masonry here. We also teach earth-sheltered housing, where you take advantage of setting the house into a warmer ambient temperature. We put living roofs on our buildings, and we teach timber framing for the rest of us, which is instead of using fancy mortise and tenon joints, we just put commonly available mechanical fasteners, screws, and Simpson fasteners to do it. So it goes fast and easy.
Excellent.
And we teach this all over the world.
And where are you located?
We're in West Chazy, New York. It's about 10 miles from Plattsburgh, New York.
Fabulous. Thank you very much. And your website is?
Oh, our website is www.cordwoodmasonry.com. Masonry with only one A. And we have open house on Saturday, May 7th.
Fabulous.
Hi, we're Eco Heat Solutions, and what we do is wood pellet central heating. This goes in parallel with your oil boiler or propane boiler. This becomes your primary heat source, and it's a lot cheaper to heat your house with wood pellets than it is oil. There's about a 50% discount over oil, 60% discount versus propane. So you can save a lot of money. It's also better for the environment because it's carbon neutral, and it's better for the region because your heating dollars stay in the region.
Yeah, it's a local heat, right?
It's a local heat.
Yep,
Yeah.
versus imported oil.
Versus imported oil.
That's a great idea. So this ties into your existing boiler system?
It ties into your existing system, like what we have here. You have your pellet boiler here. Your pellets get brought up by an auger, they drop down into the burner. Here's the burner, and it operates just like an oil boiler. So it heats your hot water, it heats your house. If you're ever away and you don't feed the pellets or you don't refill it for a few weeks, your oil boiler takes over, or your propane boiler. So that still sits in there as backup. And depending on how much oil or propane you use, you get a pretty good payback on it. It ranges anywhere from 2 years up to maybe 8 years. So if you use a lot of propane or oil, you get a very good payback on it, and you're displacing a lot of oil.
Now, where are you located?
We're in Massachusetts.
And you got a website?
Yep, Eco Heat Solutions.
EcoHeatSolutions.com.
ecoheatsolutions.com.
That's a great name. Thanks for being here.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dave Trejos. I'm the owner of DMT Foam Incorporated. We are an insulation and, I guess you could say, energy conservation company based out of Potsdam, New York. Got in this industry about 6 years ago. General frustration in the building industry because we could not get these homes efficient. We're trying to work with fiberglass and cellular, or well, in certain applications cellulose. I just couldn't get. Got into the foam market, essentially in the efforts to conserve energy. And recently have expanded. We're now doing more blown cellulose, little different applications that I've done in the past. Got into home energy audits. Essentially, we are just trying to go in now and treat the whole home as
The whole envelope, right?
the whole envelope of the building from the ground up. My goal is to get homes to be energy efficient.
It's a great goal. And your website is what?
You can get us at dmtfoam.com.
dmtfoam.com.
Yep.
Well, thanks for being here at the Wild Center with the Building Greener Expo.
Thank you.
So this is Marvin Doors and Windows.
Marvin Windows and Doors, yes, out of War Road, Minnesota. It's a corporate headquarters.
These must be some green windows then, huh?
We are, yes, we are. I was actually with Marvin Windows and Doors by Brownell. We're a Marvin Window and Door dealer. We have 3 locations, one in Plattsburgh, New York, Williston, Vermont, and West Lebanon, New Hampshire, representing Marvin Windows and Doors exclusively. Our products are an array of fiberglass and aluminum clad products. The fiberglass is something that's very green friendly, using basically the natural resource silky sand as a main component, and also recycled materials in the construction of the Ultrex fiberglass material.
So this window here, is this an example of?
Actually, that window you're looking at there is a tri-pane unit that's in extruded aluminum clad to the exterior, which the aluminum is it's being used. 70% of the material for the aluminum is recycled material. So the embodied energy required to make that unit is at a minimum by using the recycled material.
So it could be some old pop cans there.
Yes, you're correct there. Yes, exactly.
And over here?
That is the pultruded fiberglass material. That's the product I was discussing that shows a natural resource of silica sand. It's being used in the production of the product and other recycled materials. The glass itself, 30% of that glass is reused on site.
Is there a website you could find more information?
Absolutely, wdbrownell.com.
Fantastic.
All right,
Thank you.
To a cavity of critters heading in. Typically, you're not doing this in the middle of February. If you're doing it in the summer, one of our goals treating the exteriors was to allow people to remain in the house. We didn't kick anybody out of the house.
Hi, I'm Karen from Green Conscience Home and Garden, and we are located in Saratoga Springs. We're here at the Wild Center today displaying our goods of interior finishes that are non-toxic and sustainable. So they're going to keep your indoor air quality clean and create a healthy environment for you and your family to live in. So please come and visit our showroom, and you can visit our website first. The website is www.green-conscience.com.
And where's the showroom?
33 Church Street,
Saratoga Springs. Fantastic. And here we have Aloha Energy, correct?
That's correct, yeah. I'm Tom Leto from Aloha Energy, and we make the highest content biorenewable spray foam insulation and injection foam insulation in the industry. We're running 48 to 51% biorenewable content.
Could you explain biorenewable?
Biorenewable is a combination of soy, castor, sucrose, and soon we're adding the oil from cashew nuts shells.
Cashews?
Cashew shells. Yes. Waste product.
No kidding. And then it'll become spray foam.
Yep.
Can you explain these cups here?
Yeah, this is an injection foam. This is our spray high density closed cell foam, and this is an open cell half-pound density. So what you're actually seeing here is that each one of these different expansions are actually the same amount of liquid originally. So this is a much lower density, much lighter duty, heavier duty, and still denser yet. And basically you have a higher R value as you become more dense.
I see. It's supposed to be sprayed into walls for insulating buildings, envelopes, that kind of a thing, right?
This is actually an injection foam that's used for making walk-in coolers, freezers, SIPs, structurally insulated panels. This would be a low-density foam, could be used for noise abatement, insulation in attics. This would be really best for the walls because of the high density. R value 6.5 per inch, R value 3.6 per inch. And this is around 7 per inch. This foam here is a new foam that we're just coming up with, and that's completely fireproof. You put a blowtorch on it and it will not burn, so we're pretty excited about that.
Nice. Now, is this available through installers, or do you sell it direct?
Yeah, we have installers throughout the northeast, and we're out as far as Iowa right now.
And this is made where?
We make it right in Saratoga Springs, Ballston Spa area.
Fantastic.
Upstate New York.
And what's your website?
www.aloha-energy.com.
Thanks.
Cornell Cooperative Extension Association, Jefferson County employees, independent contractors to NYSERDA, serving as the North Country Energy Smart Communities coordinators.
Excellent.
We are the one-stop shop for NYSERDA program information. We cover 10 counties in the North Country.
And NYSERDA is doing what for the community?
Energy conservation and efficiency programs, incentives, and technical support.
And it stands for?
New York State Energy Research and Development Authority.
Fantastic. So things like energy efficient lights, which you've got here?
We've got some demonstration of LEDs, compact fluorescents. This is a smart strip for showing easy ways to save energy.
Excellent. And all kinds of other literature?
Literature for schools, literature for commercial enterprises, literature for residents.
And how would we find out more information? Is there a website or?
Certainly, you can go to the NYSERDA website, which is www.nyserda.org, or getenergysmart.org, or powernaturally.org, all administered by NYSERDA.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much.
We've done in the Adirondacks, as denoted by the green dots scattered around, more where I am, around Great Tupper Lake. We've done about 33 houses in the Adirondacks to date. And across 40 years, these houses, with an average cost for oil in 40 years of $1.25 per gallon, across 40 years, have saved a bunch of money. This sheet involves that. And I'm assuming that the average house burns about 800 gallons a year. Okay? My houses don't do that. Your house does do that. So you bought the 800 gallons of oil, and across those 40 years, we saved, by not buying 800 gallons of oil, these 33 houses, 590,000 gallons of oil. When you bought the oil, 10% of what you spent stayed here, and 90% left here. And so this little sheet shows you that that was $1,000 or so, with about $100 staying here. My people didn't buy the oil, they spent the money here. And went through the economy 6 times. My contribution, my house's contribution, was $4,600,000 to the Adirondacks. The state collected sales tax on that, $147,000. The county's collected sales tax, $110,000. I didn't dump 11 tons downwind for the oil burn each year. I saved 6,800 tons of not going into the air. And this is more complicated, takes an explanation. We don't need humidifiers or dehumidifiers, and there's not too much in the Adirondacks. But because my houses don't need that, they didn't use 500,000 kilowatt hours that my people didn't buy. So the grid had it for all of you, and that saved my people in the Adirondacks $75,000. Why aren't we doing more of this?
Exactly. I love the math.
Now I want to take you to this year, not the 40 years, last year.
Okay.
Same 33 houses. Saved 26,000 gallons of oil, contributed $554,000 to the Adirondacks, contributed $117,000 to New York State sales taxes. This is last year. Contributed $13,000 to the counties. Didn't dump 307 tons of CO2 downwind. And saved 22,000 kilowatt hours, which my people didn't spend $3,300 on. How can we keep doing the other thing versus this thing? That's the message that I hope to get across.
Hey Bruce, where can people find more information about these homes? Do you have a website?
Yeah, the website would be, it's on handouts here, it's www.aaepassivesolar.com.
aaepassivesolar.com.
Correct.
Fantastic.
So what we have here is the Dutch tub. It's a portable wood-fired hot tub. It takes 200 gallons of water, 2.5 hours to heat, from 55 degrees to 104. It's all natural convection, so there's no pumps, no motors. You actually only need 175 gallons to complete the cycle. When we don't require chemicals, or we don't promote that you use them, you can take the water from your roof, use this as a storage vessel, heat the water, use it, let it cool, and reuse the water on your landscape.
Oh, that's wonderful. So this operates with hot coals right here, right?
Hot coals. You build your wood fire inside here. Put your fire in here. To control the temperature, this basket turns, raises and lowers, so you heat fewer coils. So when you get the temperature up to 104, you can raise the fire up with these little tabs and a fire glove, and it heats fewer coils and slows the circulation down.
Oh, that is clever.
I like it.
Can you open the top?
Open the top here. You can see a convex bubble. This is a 4-person tub. It's not your conventional, everybody gets their own seat, but everybody actually participates in the heating. So the person that's sitting here will circulate the hot water, and the person that's sitting over here will pour your drinks from the wine cooler and pass drinks around the tub.
That's the most important job.
Most important job.
Now, how do we find out how to get one of these hot tubs?
DutchTub.com.
Straight up, right?
Straight up, DutchTub.com.
Oh, that's
They're
awesome.
available here in Saranac Lake. We are the U.S. distributor, and we own a company called API Design. That's API Design.
Based in Saranac Lake.
Based in Saranac Lake.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thanks.
The bottom
was okay when I went through this one.
It's a 45-degree angle, and just a little bit of sun will take it off. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this winter we had the... It's my understanding that these vacuum tubes are so much more efficient. Yeah, they're going to produce more than the plastic.
Hi, my name is Paul Brown from Evotherm USA. We're actually going to be manufacturing wood chip boilers right in New York, in Troy, New York. These are high efficiency boilers. They're designed in Austria, and we're bringing the entire manufacturing process into New York. What we have on display here are 2 boilers, a pellet boiler and a wood chip boiler that's actually working in the back there. And it's a normal wood chip, and we'll take the wood chips and auger them in. It's completely automatic. We take the wood chips into the combustion chamber of the boiler and ignite it with hot air. And then we have a 3-pass heat exchanger that's capturing the heat off of the combustion chamber. And we actually have an exhaust temperature of 320 degrees. So you can actually touch the exhaust coming out of the boiler. So we're capturing the heat at 92% efficiency. And the wood chip boiler will burn either wood chips or pellets, either one. Whereas the pellet boiler right here in front of me will only burn wood pellets. We came to the North Country just so the people up here could see the type of boilers we're producing and use some of the natural resources the North Country is abundant with.
We got lots of wood around here, don't we?
We got lots of wood right here.
And this is your website here?
EvilThermUSA.com.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for being here.
All right. Thank you for having us.
Okay, what's going on here?
Hanging out.
This is, you guys sell, looks like water heaters, and you have some alternative wood fuel.
Yeah, we have some alternative wood fuel. We have high efficiency water heaters. We have high efficiency boilers. We sell the high solar.
Excellent.
Solar.
That's hot water systems?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, with the tube back there.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a little fragile, so we don't have it just kind of kicking around. But
Evacuated tube system, right?
yep. Very similar to what's on the building here.
So you've got all kinds of ways of heating.
Yep.
Water, heating space.
That's our forte, is heating. This kind of is riding along the last couple of years.
Right.
Wood, but that's what
And where are you guys located?
Saranac Lake.
Okay, do you have a website?
We do. AlbertSupply.com.
Albert Supply.
Yep.
Just like it's spelled here, right?
Yep.
Thanks. So what is the Sustainable Living Project?
Well, we are sponsors of the Local Living Festival, which happens in September at the Cooperative Extension Learning Farm in Canton, New York. Last year we had 49 simple living and rural skills building workshops at the festival. Also 63 exhibitors. I'm originally the founder of the North Country Sustainable Energy Fair that happened for 17 years.
Oh, great.
And so that no longer is going on. We've kind of assumed that role, but have broadened it to include more sustainable living, simple living skills, economical approaches to living that are also sustainable and environmentally friendly. And besides the festival, which had also 63 exhibitors and 1,200 people did show up for that, so we're doing a reprise this September 24th and 25th. But besides the festival, we have near weekly workshops and events. Some of them are skills building, some of them are fun, contra dances, hikes, bikes, etc. So we try to just kind of share that information in a way that's very accessible for people, and especially that's economical for people. These are hard times for a lot of folks, and these are ways that people can live more simply and more cheaply and more ecologically. So that's
used to call that thrift in the old days, right?
It's absolutely
thrifty living.
Absolutely, and you know, although with the added bonus of the ecological components, of course.
Is there a website that people can find out more information?
You bet. It's www.sustainablelivingproject, and it's .net.
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 SustainableLivingProject.net.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much.
Two things: ultraviolet deterioration, freeze-thaw cycling, and finally erosion. And all three of those things, our substrate, our waterproofing membrane, is down under the living roof, under the earth, and so the sun never gets to it. So no ultraviolet deterioration, no freeze-thaw cycling, because the insulation is placed on the top side of the waterproofing membrane. So the membrane is always warm. Therefore, no condensation on the underside of the living roof. Ecology. Well, in this picture here, we're showing yeasty beasties, worms, and all sorts of, I don't know how many millions or trillions of bacteria there are in every cubic foot of earth, but they're oxygenating, they're living, and it's providing habitat for all sorts of little creatures. And finally, protection. We're talking here about like tornado protection. We just had this tremendous damage in Alabama and other southern states. There have been examples of earth-sheltered houses where the living roof is part of the living roof goes down into the berm on the sides of the earth-sheltered house, and tornadoes have destroyed neighborhoods but just gone over this earth-sheltered house. Now, a freestanding living roof, that's another matter. That's going to get torn up in a tornado. But if the tornado can move over it, that's good. Fire protection. Fire can move over the house. Earthquake protection. the whole earth shelter house is moving with the building. Of course, living roof that's freestanding is another matter. You do, however, get sound and radiation protection from the living room.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Jared Slusser from Pioneer Millworks and our sister company, New Energy Works Timber Framers. And we are a reclaimed wood company based out of Rochester, New York, another facility over in Minville, Oregon. We recycle wood from barns, industrial buildings, wine barrels, water tanks, just about any other resource you can think of. We craft wood flooring, timbers, tables, furniture, doors, cabinetry, stairs, anything you can think of, you can make out of real, regular wood. And we make it out of recycled and reclaimed materials. And we are a completely green company, and we recycle all of our waste wood to heat our shops. We use wind power. We make our own biodiesel for our forklifts. We do the whole 9 yards. And we're www.pioneermillworks.com.
Wow. And where are you located?
Rochester, New York.
In Rochester. Fantastic. Do you have a regular supply then of the old wood?
Absolutely. We have one person whose job it is to
just source it all,
on the phone, on the road, and on the web all the time trying to find it for us. And we usually keep about 500,000, 3/4 board foot on hand.
Oh, so you have an inventory?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Pretty sizable inventory.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey.
Hi, I'm Glenn Buckholes with Lutron. Happy to be here today. What we're talking about and exhibiting today is how to save energy by controlling lights. And a lot of today's new light sources have challenges with how to be controlled, and our lighting control products allow us to dim lights up and down. Even, this is actually an LED light bulb or a compact fluorescent light bulb. Our new dimmers allow all of these light sources to be dimmed very easily. The other product that we're featuring today is wireless sensors, where this is a battery-powered occupancy sensor that would just get put up on the ceiling and would automatically turn the lights off or dim them down when nobody's in a room. These same products are actually in the facility that we're hosting the event today at the Wild Center. A full Lutron control system. What we have here is a software package that is actually showing the real-time energy savings in this space.
So it's showing what's going on right here, right now.
Yep. What you're seeing is this bar graph is showing the actual energy consumption by having the lights dimmed down in this space to optimize performance, to take account for the natural daylight that comes into this space, and also to have lights off in back of house areas where people are not right now. So if you look around this museum very closely, you'll see little tiny sensors like this that are measuring the amount of daylight that's coming in and are adjusting all the electric lights accordingly.
So like this window wall that we're just in front of here, bringing all the sunlight in, the sensors will automatically adjust the electric lighting. We see the light pods here. They'll reduce then.
Yep, that's absolutely correct.
That's phenomenal. So how do we find out more about Lutron? Is there a website?
There is. It's www.lutron.com, or a toll-free phone number is 1-800-523-9466.
Thanks. Here at the Wild Center, they feature a green roof. Here's an example of the medium, and there is the green roof. And here's an example of the power of the sun right here at the Wild Center with a solar powered roof. How about that?
And it can, on a really sunny day, it can pretty much help us with 10% of our energy, and that's about 7 to 8 homes. Obviously, as a museum, we use a lot of energy with even just running you know, the life support system for all of our animals. It's very energy intense, and this offsets it on a good day like today, 10%, but that's not throughout the year. I do have, let's see, I printed this out. We can print out daily, weekly, monthly reports of how much solar energy this is actually accruing throughout the day. So this is kind of, I know it's tiny, but if anybody wants to see it, this is a yearly report, and that's showing you the summer months.
And here's the Wild Center. All its buildings and the pond in the foreground. It's a beautiful place.